Hey guys, it's me Jacqueline for today's video. I have my April wrap-up and my May TBR, so let's get right on into it. I have a total of 7 books that I read for the month of April, so we're going to first start with my wrap-up. So the first book I read this month was Dream House, and this is by Marcia, or Cutie Pie Marcia here on YouTube. I got this book and received this book because of BookTube tours, and I have to say, I thought this was only okay. I gave it a 2 out of 5 stars. I have a whole entire review up on my channel, so I will leave that on the screen as well as down below. In that review, at the end of it, I finalized and gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. But immediately after I posted that review, I actually reread this book, and the second time around I noticed some more flaws. Not only the flaws that I mentioned in that video, but particularly with the main character. I think the first time around I wasn't really focusing on the main character, which is so not me. You guys know characters are such an important thing, so I usually paid attention to the characters, but I think because I was trying to figure out what was going on and I wasn't really focusing on that, I did not like the main character at all. She was just a very flat character, and it is a short book. If you are interested, it is a YA paranormal thriller mystery book, so that is that. And the next book I read was The Glittering Court, and this is by Richelle Mead. I was sent this arc in exchange for an honest review from Penguin Teen, so thank you so much to Penguin Teen for sending this my way. I enjoyed this. I gave it a 3.25 out of 5 stars. I liked what I read, and if you saw my review, which I believe on the screen as well as down below, you would see exactly why I gave it that rating, and if you want to know more about it, I explain it in that review. For me, I want to just clarify that in that review, I said that it was split in 3 different parts. It isn't actually physically split in 3 different parts. I think the way the plot is paced, it seems like it is. I thought the beginning was enjoyable, the middle was slow, and then the ending picked up, and that's why I gave it a very weird rating. I did like this book, but I don't know exactly if I would recommend it just now. I sort of want to see the full story and then decide if I would recommend it or not. The next book I read was Too Late, and this is by Colleen Hoover. Colleen Hoover released a free book on Wattpad. I didn't really know what Wattpad was, but I immediately made an account when I heard she released a free book on it, and I really enjoyed it. Obviously, Colleen Hoover, one of my favorite authors. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I don't want to go too far in depth. It is more of a mature book, so I'd recommend if you are of a certain age to pick this one up because there are more mature elements in it. Overall, loved it. Colleen Hoover, how can I not? Then Genreathon happened. I posted a whole entire TBR pile, and I was so excited for it because it sounded amazing, and I only read 1 book during it. It was just such a shame because I absolutely love the people that hosted it, and I really badly wanted to participate, but sadly things got in my way, like school, and I had prom, and it was just a full-on disaster, so I only got to read 1 book, and that was Better Off Friends, and this is by Elizabeth Elberg. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. I really did enjoy it. I just hope for a little bit more of the ending. The next book I have is Teen Frankenstein. This is by Chandler Baker. I was sent this book by Megan over at Coblern Communications, so thank you so much, Megan. And I actually started this during the Genreathon, but since I was so incredibly busy, I didn't get to finish it during the Genreathon. But I really enjoyed this. This is a YA retelling of Frankensteins, the first book in a new series. It's called the High School Horror Series, and each book is going to be shown through a different character, and all the characters in the series go to the same high school, and each book in the series is going to be a different retelling. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I have a review up on my channel if you want to check it out and know more about this book. The next book I have, I've been non-stop talking about, and that is The Star Touch Queen. This is by Roshani Chokshi. I was sent this book over from St. Martin's Press by Angelique, so thank you so incredibly much because y'all know how much I love this book. It is one of my favorites of this year, definitely top 2 favorites. I keep raving about it and recommending it because it is so magical and so wonderfully done. Straight 5 out of 5 read for me. It is a standalone, but she is writing a companion novel to this book, which I am ecstatic for because her writing is so brilliant, and I cannot wait to see how she grows as a writer. The final book I read this month was Suffer Love, and this is by Ashley Herring Blake. This actually comes out in May. I got a e-arc version of it from NetGalley, and this is another contemporary read. After I read The Star Touch Queen, I just needed something fun and easy to get back into reading because I was just still not over The Star Touch Queen, and so I decided to pick this book up because I was accepted to read it early. Overall, I did like this book. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. The characters were okay. I liked them. I didn't hate them or anything. I didn't really get too attached to them. The romance was enjoyable, and then the whole plot twist was sort of predictable for me, so I wasn't really like shocked when it was discovered or when it was talked about what the plot twist was. But if you want a YA contemporary, this was a really fast-paced one, and I read it in one sitting, so definitely check it out. It comes out on May 3rd. So those are all the books I read during the month of April. Let's get on to my May TBR. It is May 1st, and that means it is day 1 of Ripsat, and I am planning on reading these 5 glorious books. I hope to get to them this week. I am a host for Ripsat. If you want to see exactly what Ripsat is about, I have a separate video where I discuss the books I'm planning on reading and what exactly it is, so I will leave that on screen as well as down below. And then I'm also currently buddy reading a book with Katie from Kit Kats Can Read. I will leave her channel down below, and the book we are currently buddy reading is And I Darken. This is by Kirsten White. This comes out in June, I believe June 28th, but I'm not 100% positive, but I'm really enjoying what I'm reading so far. We are about 50% into this book, and it was a little bit of a slow build-up, not gonna lie, but I'm enjoying it. I think it's going to be a really good one, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Then the next book I am planning on reading this month is The Name of the Wind, and it's by Patrick Rothfuss. Christy G and Jules from Page by Page have a book club which is called Render Reads. I will leave both their channels and the book club down below as well because I love these two girls, and I'm so excited to be participating with them this month because the book club pick they have for the month of May is The Name of the Wind. If you saw my Intimidating TBR pile, you would know I wanted to pick this book up soon. This is the perfect opportunity because they have this book club going on. So I am very excited to join these lovely ladies and everyone else that is a part of the book club to read this book this month because I need to pick this up. The next 3 books I have in my TBR pile, you would have seen these because of my last video, which was my book haul. And the first one is the Neverland Wars, and this is by Audrey Greathouse. I got this because I am a host, a part of the BookTube Tours. If you don't know what BookTube Tours is, it is run by Grace over at Loving Dumb Books. I will leave her channel along with more information about BookTube Tours down below. I absolutely love her, and this whole entire opportunity and this whole entire idea is so fun and so amazing. So I am a host, a part of this tour for this book. So I will have a review up on the date this book is released, which is May 9th. So look forward to that. I'm very excited to read this. It is a Peter Pan retelling, and I absolutely love Peter Pan. You guys know this. So I do want to say thank you so much to Clean Team Publishing for sending this book my way. The next book I have is Highly Illogical Behavior, and this is by John Corey Whaley. This comes out on May 10th, so I will have a review up on my channel that date. I was sent this book by Penguin Random House, so thank you so much for sending it my way. It's about a guy who is an agoraphobic, and this girl named Lisa wants to get into the second best psychology school, so she decides to actually use the guy named Solomon who is suffering with agoraphobia to sort of get into that school. So I'm very excited to see how this goes. And the next book I am planning on reading is Sleeping Tom, and this is by Evie Fairfall. I was sent this book by Evie Fairfall in exchange for an honest review, but I am so excited to read this book. It sounds so mysterious. If you watched my book haul, you would have sort of seen the whole synopsis of it. And also, if you want to check this book out, the ebook version of it is 99 cents until the release of the second book, which is Waking Gabriel. So that's pretty cool. 99 cents. I'm hyped to read this. So that was my April wrap-up and May TBR. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below in the comments what you read during the month of April and what you are planning on reading during the month of May, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!